YouTube. Want to welcome YouTube too. Welcome in YouTube and Facebook.
A Greek text says the Hebrew one and the Egyptian one out.
Greetings, people. Peace and prosperity. I want to welcome every person, place, and thing, as I always do. All right. Whether you are outside the ice walls of Antarctica and Akathar, whether you under the ocean floor or what they call Turtle Island, or whether you somewhere far distance in the place that's not revealed yet to the minds and the citizens of America. I want to welcome you. See, because one thing about me, I know about communication and technology. And America is not the inventor of what they have, what you see today. Check. You best better believe these devices are already somewhere else being utilized way even before you even get it. Let's let some people come on, get on the web. And of course, I'm going to welcome you all in and make sure you be in the greatest aspect of yourself. All right? That's important, people. I need you to shine. I don't need you to be like somebody else. I'm to be me. I'm supposed to act out and do me. And you're supposed to be and do you. That's why you are an Aries. That's why you are Pisces. That's why you are Aquarius. That's why you are Libra. You are Leo. I'm a Taurus. Each one of us has a role to play. And it's your job, and it's incumbent upon you yourself to figure it out and manifest it. That's not my job, people. Don't say that you got children that has failed because of the parents' neglected in their responsibility. You gotta understand. A parent's job is to do nothing but what? Food, clothing, and shelter. Right or wrong? Huh? All right, so we're gonna start the cipher which we come in. And as you see, it's titled You Are Vibration. I got a law. Some people say the first law of nature is the law of preservation. Well, I had to realize, like, why do I need to preserve? That didn't apply to me. Because I understood that I have everything. There is nothing I need to preserve because why? I have a future of an abundance of things that are waiting for me. That's how I gotta think. So my law is the first law of nature, is the law of vibration. In fact, I got a reading I'm gonna bring out and share with us because a beautiful woman wrote a book titled, look at that. Ain't that beautiful? We even got something we can, like, just to let you know that you're not crazy. She's explaining to you how you should be vibrating higher daily. People, you need to understand each and every day there needs to be a new form of vibrationing going on. Vibrationing and vibrationing. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you shouldn't be. You don't go out with the same clothes today that you had on yesterday, do you? Do you have the same socks on that you had on yesterday? Tell the truth. Well, some of you do, because you nasty. Y'all just some nasty people. You lazy, and you don't You know what I mean? Because like if that's the case, a lot of people gotta have a lot of socks, and you know socks build up because this is not like pants or a shirt. It's one. Socks is two. You know what I'm talking about? So it make your laundry real heavy. And I understand. But for the most part, I need to be changing my vibration every day. Just like I change my drawers. You know what I'm talking about? Like, oh, you don't change them either? Because you nasty like that. You just nasty. And some people, your lover like you nasty like that, so don't change. Just because somebody else said, well, you nasty. Oh, what you go? You ready to vacuum out your car now? You ready to wash the bottom of your feet? You ain't been doing and changing up. Stay you, be you. You 99 motherfucking years old and let somebody come along and tell you your bathtub dirty. And you like it dirty. You just nasty like that. So yeah, we got some real science to get into because my first law of nature is my law of how I'm vibrating. One thing that I recognize and realize is that my tribe is that what I vibe. Oh, slow motion people this way. In the more the words of Rock Smart. You know what I'm talking about? That what I attract. That which is a part of me in all four corners of the earth. Check. Is what I'm vibrating. I don't get what I want in existence. I only get what I am. This is the laws of physics we're going to get into. And before we do that, here's what I want to do. I'm going to bring a health note up for the day because a lot of us need to do some internal cleansing, people, as well as spiritual. And so one of my elements that I have today is this organic stuff called burdock root powder. It's natural health. You need to be visiting your herb store, people, just as much as you're visiting your video stores and your pornography stores and your supermarkets, your Walmarts. Don't ever go spend your check at a Walmart or at a fresh grocer where have not stopped by a herb store and picked up something herbal that'll be beneficial for your family. One good motto is, and I got this out of the book of Back to Eden. He states, I forget the man's name who wrote the book, but I'll make a note of it to remember. But he states that a golden thumb of remembrance is to what? Cut some light back on. 80% of your intake, let it be alkaline, something of electric, and 20% acidity. If you want something dead, you know, something that don't have no nutritional value, such as carrots, corn, hot dogs, chicken, fish. Well, fish may have some. You may get some good oil up out of there. But, you know, there's some things that's very acidic. Potatoes, it doesn't necessarily have to be anything dead. It's just that it's acidic. All right, so I'm going to take my dose that's required for me to be doing. I don't recommend you use a sharp object as I do unless you're skilled with these instruments, but preferably they use a teaspoon. Some cute little spoon, you know, round thing, stainless steel. So now, one thing about Nate, he'll never do nothing without informing you why he do it. And I only do that for the simple fact that that's the way that America raised me. And what happened, I found that I wasn't really thoroughly enlightened on the knowledge. I wasn't clear. So I said, okay, as a teacher, what I would do is I explain to the people and then we can demonstrate and show and prove. Everybody agree with that? Amen. Amen. Yo, y'all a beautiful crowd tonight. I'm appreciate your energy. I appreciate your attendance and those who pay their attention. It's going to be well worth it. Trust me. Anything that I say, do, is always of value. All right. That's my aim to please. That's what I aim to do. I first got to do it for myself. And so I can't give you nothing unless I got it myself. You only keep what you have by what? Yeah, I see y'all been to some type of anonymous classes. Give it away. You don't if you don't give it away, for instance, I used to speak a language called what was it? Nuwabic, right? You probably many people never heard of this language. I speak more languages than Kalaalida Rice. They they in fact, if you look at the languages that they study, it's really not even no power in it. It's for sorcery. But that's another lecture. In Nuwabic, I when I started dealing with the earthlings and the humans more than when I was at this state of conscious and dimension, I found that well, it's not really useful here. And so I forget the words, and then time went on, and you just literally forget your culture. You literally forget who you are. Because why? You got to deal and submerge yourself in so much of that, what is going on at the time. And that's why we need to be careful while being here on earth, because you want to do as the Romans do and give unto Caesar his, and when in Rome we do as the Romans do. But don't get caught up, because a lot of you is becoming that of the romantic individuals. Like, come on, don't become that of like what you indulge yourself in. If it's changing you from your natural stuff, I suggest you don't even do it. So let's get into why we took this burdock route so we can move on. Oh, I do got the book Back to Eden with us. Right? How else we was going to share this information? I mean, I know it by heart, but I like to give it to you scripted. I don't know it verbatim. I can, I paraphrase and give you the best. Let me see. What I'm going to do here? What's that? YouTube, peace, love, and light. So we put Facebook here. Oh, Facebook. Yeah. So, all right. We also got a viewer on Facebook. Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. You some great individuals in existence. Appreciate your energy. I promise I'm gonna just be I'm gonna just be real genuine and juicy and thorough with this. Just because you're here, right? And if there's nothing that you will get from this point on from me, I want you to know that I'm giving you my love. Check. If there's nothing that you get up out of this video stuff and Facebook streaming and social media bull crap, just know I'm sending out love to you. And if you take anything from me, let it be my love. Okay? So, with this burdock root, why did Nate take burdock root? Y'all? Oh my God. Ew, Nate, ain't that nasty? You took it straight like that? Ain't you supposed to put it in some tea or something? Mix it up in your spaghetti, put it in my chitlins. You can. If you put it in acidic things, chitlins and things, that'll really probably change the paradigm of what's actually going on in your system when you digesting that stuff. So technically, I have really not get into the study of that combination, but it's a good thought. So I'm not going to say no, you can't do it that way. But most people do it with tea. Like me, I take it raw. It comes in capsules. It comes in powder form. Burdock it has here Arcturium lapa. I'm gonna have to spell a lot of these words. So if you would like, you could get you a pen and paper, because you know how it is with this scientist technology. They like to use words that we don't comprehend, and that makes it that much harder for us to heal ourselves and take care of ourselves. That's the only reason why they do that. I study these words, look them up in the dictionary, and I come out here and break it down to a 3-year-old so that they can understand it. Did you know that? And you spending all this money to go to Harvard and Yale to talk about some the root is one of the here we go. Hold on. Where we at? Let's read. Artium Lapa. ARCTIUMLA. Are they one word? And the next word is Lapa. LAPPA. Its common name is grass burdock, burdock root, clock bar, banana, huh? BARDANA, burr, BURRC, hardock. All right. And the parts used is its roots, leaves, and seeds. Medicinal properties is of that of roots, the diuretic. Write this down, and you go look these words up later if it's concern you and you're interested. This is what I do. I got so many books on. I got books on everything I need in the universe before the computers ever came out. People, I pull these principles of eternal medicine out. I be shocked in the doctors of today. Yeah. I go and get blood work and things done. They be saying, yo, you got a rate of a teenager. Your blood, your pulse, your heart rate. Well, y'all got to know that I already grew up doing what I'm doing. So I'm not happy or, it's not stimulating me in no egotistical kind of way. It's just confirmates me that, okay, cool. I came here doing what I've been doing. I've been on a good start. I'm keeping it rolling, and I got to keep evolving with this science. Yeah. See, because just like Anthony and them, see, tomorrow you're not going to be dealing with Anthony Fauci and Elon and Bam. The rest of these cats. You're going to be dealing with their siblings, X, Xavier, Barron. And so, and who's this guy now? Kennedy, right? And this is new modern medicine going on here. This information I got actually on medication, on medicinal medicine, right? There's so much to show you. I don't need to be pulling it out. It's going to be a thing of the past. Why? Because it's new. We're new now. We're in new days and time. You got new diseases out, new elements that's seeking to destroy, to tear down what? The immune system. Yes, you don't want to accept that, but there has to be a balance here on Earth. There's a study to control the domination of melanin temptation, if that's a word I can make up. Huh? Other known as the fear of the black planet. Not to be racist or prejudice here. I won't get into that. Y'all get in there. This is what y'all speak of. I'm only here to clear up what y'all learned in your theology and all the time what I was telling you. You all talking about the same thing. Okay? So the root is one of the best blood purifiers for syphilis and other diseases of the blood. Did you hear that? Excuse me for a minute, people. They say it purifies the blood. I know with all these frequencies and chemicals and the substances and food that I'm taking and radiations in the air and the chemtrails in the sky, something's in my blood. And you know me, I need to stay optimal at my best. Why? This is what the goddess Queen Afua want you people to be doing. That's why. Mother Goddess, Mother Earth, Big Mama says it is time for everybody to bow down. And if you look at the political role in which everybody is partaking in the wilderness of, I mean, not in the wilderness, but in the whole world, you could say I'm probably pretty much right. Like somebody is over their head. I look at them the way they acting. They want to fight Trump liquidating Trump. You know what I mean? Like, oh, everybody like, yeah, it's time. You know, it's things that's coming down the excuse me, but it's things that's coming down the mother, father, sister, brother pipeline, right? That over 85% of these creatures on the planet Earth, and I ain't talking about the ones that's under the rocks and living in an Amazon jungle. I'm talking about the ones walking upright. I'm talking about 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. They are totally unaware. Only thing they know is that the Eagles is making exchanges and the Sixers ain't doing well. That's it. And they know that, and they repeating what social media is putting in their head about Trump destroying the world. That's it. Those are all ideas, conversations that keep what? Me on the low vibration. That's right. So yeah, people, let's wrap this up. This stuff purifies the syphilis and other diseases of the blood. It cleanses and eliminates impurities from the blood very rapidly, might I say. Or should I? Okay, and this is Jethro Kloss. That's the man. That's the man. I've got to remember his name. So picture him too on the back. Back to Eden. You need to have this in your home. Another good book you should have in your home. Dang it. It was on my mind. I forget about it. Oh. The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. Oh, we talking about nothing but things that is right around, probably growing out your lawn. And they out there telling you, yo, cut your grass. Cut your grass. You ever notice go up in royal, uppity, elite, petite, cute, little, sweet, rich people? Their grass is always cut down so low, like, give it a chance to grow. My goodness. Let me come outside. Don't y'all know the more y'all let that stuff grow, when we come outside, the better we'll feel. Y'all come outside, don't even speak to each other properly because you ain't even got the proper atmosphere and surrounding to induce you to be talking about peace. No wonder you wake up every day talking about, hello, good morning. If you don't get your low vibrating ass over there and stand in the corner and get away from me right now. You know what I'm talking about? Like, come on, y'all. We gotta vibrate higher. And I'm ready to show you how. I ain't got much time to do this. I ain't got much time to do it, so I'm gonna do it swiftly, but I intend to do it thorough. Burdock tea taken freely will heal all kinds of skin diseases, boils. Listen, people, man, you don't need medical card to go see no goddamn primary doctor. I was in a motorcycle accident one time. Doctor said, who's your primary health care? I went to Dr. Sebi. I was like, what's the primary health care? Who's your, he like the doctor you go to? I don't know, sir. I don't have no doctor. I thought I was the doctor. And I mean, like, I'm in a motorcycle, I'm in pain. I'm like, come on, what's with this dumb shit? Like, do you need me can you hook this up or what? You want to know, like, what that has to do with anything, you know? So you got to understand, Today is different. You have been taken out of the natural order way of functioning in the vehicle, the avatar that you're in. There was a time when the doctor came to your house. That was in the beginning process of your ignorance of what? Cooking in the kitchen properly. Because the kitchen is the original pharmacy, if anyone ever wanted to know. Yes, those who cook, the one in the house who controls and cooks in the kitchen is the one who controls the health of the family. This is facts. And when you got sick, if you got sick and you couldn't remedy your own matter, the doctor made a house call. Watch an old Western movie. He come in on a horse with his bag, drunk as shit. And he come in and probably just give you some of that liquor. Because back then, and still today, liquor is used for remedying matters. But yet it's one of the largest killer of individuals in America. You make it make sense. So now, I can't keep traveling to everybody's house. Why? Because everybody's sick now. Remember the syndrome that you started? Master, we sick? He said, yeah, we sick. So now, because you all over hundreds of years vibrated this type of frequency into existence, the whole entire world is sick now from either Ebola, Corona, the virus, the flu, you name it. Talk dark to me if you like. I don't care. I like it I can sleep with the lights on or off. Increases the flow of urine. Excellent for gout, rheumatoidism, rheumatism, scrofula, canker sores, sciatica. A lot of people now experience sciatica out here. Yeah. That's them frequencies coming through hitting that goddamn nerve, baby. Yeah. But you don't know that. That's them 5G towers and things all around us. You got to understand. It's not that it's not meant to be. I heard, and shout out to Calvin. He said that with all these minerals and these substances, nickel, iron, in your system, when it gets hot this summer, y'all people gonna have to be careful. He said it's gonna be equivalent to your reaction with this substance, aluminum, in our bodies, going out in the sun is going to be equivalent to that of us being in a microwave. I found that interesting. That's a profound concept, not just a statement, people. That means we need to be what? Purifying ourselves. And we're talking about, this is what causes extension and expanding of vibration. You have an aura around you. No? Does the human body have an aura around it? People, I'm literally sitting here giving y'all the science of how to become the master. Right or wrong? Remember this song? Where we at with it? Remember this song? Hold on, give me a second. Let me get this back up.
This is Buick. Now.
Give me a minute. Teach us. Teach us. Teach. Teach. He said what?
The MC.
Right. What is the MC? Break it down to me. Huh? What is the MC, people? I'm going to tell you what the MC is. I'm going to tell you what KRS-One is talking about. This gonna blow your mind. What is the M? Turn the M sideways. M. When you talk about an MC, who else talked about MC? Oh, I see you've been to school and graduated. Right, Einstein. E equals MC squared. Oh, people, we talking about science here. We talk about supreme mathematics. I'm sorry. We're talking about a certain amount of mathematics in science that's encapped within this, on this globe that y'all call, that you think you on spinning. The mathematics and science is that, or what creates the paradigm of what you're functioning in, mentally, spiritually, and physically. This is what Einstein and everybody has not concluded to. Not even Tesla. It wasn't meant to be revealed until the time of what? Me. I'm the coming of the final enlightenment at the finale, grand finale of the what? The battle. Huh? What did this man teach these people here in the wilderness of North America? That there was going to be a battle in the sky and the hereafter. Right? And how did he know that? Because it's scripted in your scripts. Although it's on paper, guess where it is originated from? Huh? You. That's where Bobby Hemmett come in. See, everybody got a role to play. Everybody had something to do in existence. I'm looking for my gavel, and it's pissing me off. Where can it go that fast? It's crazy. All right. That's all right. For now, we utilize something else. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, we got to have that bell, see, because they took all the bells out from around you. The bells is an important instrument. Oh, here it goes. The MC. Okay, where we at with it? Why are we talking about the MC? Because the MC is me. The MC is you. The first I shine, and I'm going to prove it. I want you to take the E, people. You talk about 3, 6, and 9. You talk about a limited amount of knowledge, science, and it's only getting you to that of 33 degrees. Right. That's the highest you can go with this occult thing, which is your culture. That what you practice here in America. I don't care if you religious, you Muslim, you Christian, you Buddha. You talking about I ain't no cult. Yes, you are. Because when you go to church, first thing you do is run up to that altar and bow down to that cross and that man up there. That's the worst. That's the most vicious cult. I don't like churches. I got my reasons, trust me. It's very, very low vibrating for me. That's just me. Please respect me. I respect you. If you like it, I love it. That's how we rock. That's how I rock. Me, myself, and I. That's the we. Now, people, that M, if you turn it sideways, it's a 3. And the C is the third letter of the alphabet. Are we clear? So we talk about a 33 degrees of knowledge square. You're standing perpendicular on your square with your feet on what? A 45-degree angle. So meaning what they're telling you is that once you enter bone and skull and you deal with that, you get then you can move on to 720, but 33, that's why Jesus died at 33. It wasn't literal. It's not a true story. Come on, y'all. Give that man a break. You don't even want to see nobody hanging up on no goddamn piece of wood with nails in his hands. That hurt from my heart. So it's an allegorical, it's a metaphor. For heaven's sake, heaven's a megatoy. Stop being so diabolical. You walking around with a man hanging dead on your neck like this. Like, yo, help him. Somebody take him down. That's what I would have did if I'd rolled through on the camel. And I seen y'all niggas acting stupid, throwing people, nailing niggas on the... Yo, why is you putting it... I'd have told Sabet. Get him, Sabet. The crocodile. He would have ate you up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we deal with forces out here. Your ladder mess around and fall that you standing on, nailing Jesus up on the cross. You lucky, y'all. They lucky the warlocks and witches didn't come through catching y'all hanging Jesus. Because I'm telling you, I swear, if I'd have caught you hanging Jesus, it's going to be a problem. And I don't care if you go get Caesar, Hercules, you can get whoever you want. You can go get Goliath, nigga. You talking about, oh, I can go get Goliath. You go get Bigfoot. If you think that'll help you. He's in the Neverlands. Okay, so you talking about the what? The MC. Lord have mercy. You're the master, people. You're the master creator. Look. Turn 30. Once you master the science and the mathematics that I'm giving you in this day and time, you become a master creator. The MC. You see? C, why? Could they just use the 3 or B or D? Because the C is what you're going to need for the first I to be vibrating to the highest degree. That's what you are. Energy. Vibrating high. And that aura that it says that is around the humans, luminous radiation that surrounds us and extends outward from our physical form, you can expand that as far as the mind can imagine. Let me say that again. You can extend that energy. That means You could be all the way in Honolulu, and I could be down there at Broad Knowledge in Philadelphia. And we could feel each other, signals and thoughts, troubles, pains. And I'll give you a call. What's up, homie? How you doing, baby girl? You all right? Just checking in. And just at that moment, you probably, the sound of your the voice, even though they told you no, because surely you was right, else you wouldn't have made the call. They just didn't want to tell you. They just didn't want to tell you that she just found out that her 20-year marriage even got another family. Because she's been crying too long already. I don't feel like crying about it again. But thank you for calling. Yes, I'm doing fine, big brother, little sister, little aunt, big uncle, or whoever, little homie, baby girl. Call a God, people. Call a goddess. Check in. Shout out to Cecilia. Thank you for what she do on Facebook. Let me find her name right quick. Whole name. Let me see something real quick, people. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by, everybody. Stand by. Feel the vibe. Because we're going to get real vibrant. And you're going to like it. Trust me. I don't never bring nothing to the party that people don't like. We wasting our time. Wasting our energy. Wasting my money. Shout out to Idea Hill Davis. My niece out there. Beautiful goddess. Appreciate your energy. Keep shining, girl. Got to hit that heart on there. You know what I mean? Y'all be hitting like buttons when that requires some love. How you going to like it? You're supposed to be loving this stuff that's going on in your life. See, that's why your life isn't phenomenal or delicious like mine. Because you don't hit no heart button. When's the last time you ever hit the heart button on social media? You know why you don't? It's not in you. You attract what you are. You don't get what you want. That's why a lot of you up there got a lot of wants and never getting it. Come back to me, oh Nate, mind over matter, mind power, mind God shit, that don't work. Yeah, I know why. Trust me, the great doctor knows why you ain't taking your medication properly. That's all. You probably half-assing, if at all, putting any effort in it. I bet if I go check your refrigerator right now, you keep telling me, Nate, I want to change, my diet. I want to lose some weight around my gut. You know what I mean? And I didn't give this nigga videos and tell him all types of shit. And I bet I go check their refrigerator. Everything in it got high fructose corn syrup. People, you want to lose some weight? Do a 30-day juice fast. Huh? Pasteurized, organic. If you can go to the market, get the fruits. The fruits in a grinder and water, some honey, agave. If you need sugar, start off with the brown sugar. Make it less and less as possible until you switch over to honey, and then eventually you get off the honey. You break it down to sweetness. That's the intake that's your body wanted, right? And juice fast. You lose some weight. All right. So we do got to wrap this up. So I want to move on. And again, it is important that. Oh, I was looking for this one person. It's important that we remember that, again, we can vibrate that aura that's around you as far as the eye can see. All right? So burdock root can be obtained either as a powder or in capsule. Take 1 capsule twice daily, or for powder, as you see here. Check. Use a half a teaspoonful twice daily in a glass of water. Make a decoction of the seeds or the root, using 1 ounce of the herb to 1 1/2 pints of boiling water. Take a wine glass full 3 or 4 times daily. All right. Again, this is back to Eden by the great God Jethro Gloss. I recommend and suggest that you have this as an arsenal. Okay, go. Where did it go? Let's go back to another location. Now, last and never least, I think we're moving on with Dr. Delilah, y'all. Let's give her a warm, lovable round of welcoming. Yes. Bringing in the vibrating higher daily. All right. Yeah. We have to vibrate higher and higher and higher. She writes in her wonderful book that becoming a conduit for high vibrations. How do we stay dedicated to vibrating higher in a world that's imbalanced? There is a way, and it's to be conduits of nurturing vibrations. We become conduits by using our light, voice, and unique gifts to channel empowering healing energies that counterbalance the ways the world is being misled. Do it say go out here, fight, get guns, go up there to the Capitol, vote, holler at Trump, get mad at Trump? I got an easy way you can do this. Let's go over this again. In fact, let's cut this off because you don't understand the profoundness of these words that you're listening to right here. A lot of people don't even know that they're getting a jewel. Just because you turned on the Nate the Great Facebook and YouTube live stream. If you're hearing this, it's meant for you to hear this. Your life ain't coincidental. There's no mishaps or accidents going on in your life. If it is, you need to revert back to your God and check out because and let them know, let's start all over. There seems to be a little tweaking that I need here on earth. You got it fucked up. It was all good, and then at some point it went chaotic. So if you think that life is full of coincidences, mistakes, mishaps, mere chances, just go holler at your God. That's it. That's all I would do. Because I shouldn't be in that type of scenario when other people is evolving and vibrating on higher frequencies, using other senses that you telling me I only got 5 that I can use. There's individuals on this plane of existence that's totally operating with clairvoyance, psychometry, intuition, and mental telepathy. Huh? Who you talking to? You can't be talking to me. I ain't the one. I'm not no Negro. I didn't graduate school. See, that's what y'all got to be careful with. You don't know who you're dealing with out here in the world. Some of these people around you that you're dealing with is gods and goddesses, y'all, and angels. And some of them are death angels. Munit, that's a death angel. Yes, he's here on the planet. Again, there is a way, and it is to be conduits of nurturing vibrations. We become conduits by using our light, voice, and unique gifts to channel empowering healing energies that counterbalance the ways of the world. Is being misled, wounded, emotionally triggered, torn apart, and underserved. We help the world alone where necessary. Men, when necessary. Peace, love, and light to you people out there in existence. Much prosperity. All right? Listen, if you think it, it will come. I'm telling y'all, you listening to a person who has been to the bottom of the pit, the end of the rabbit hole, and the end of the abyss, and has come my way back up. One who holds the keys to the 7 hells and the 7 heavens. And if it wasn't so, then why would I be saying it? I would have better things to be doing, thinking about, becoming. Probably a community activist. What do you think? We help the world atone where necessary. Men where necessary. Improve where necessary. And eventually be restored to a higher functioning place. Your place of function is not going to be any higher by coming that with the remedies of the old paradigm. Am I clear? In other words, people, you cannot utilize, come on, the same tactics that you won the war with in World War I or World War II. No more than you can fix a 2025 Ford Mustang with a 1961 Ford Mustang manual. Check. Especially when it comes to that of putting in the air conditioner. Right or wrong? Why? Because the 1974 Mustang, 1961 Ford Mustang didn't have air conditioning. Did you know that? So if you bought me a 1961 Ford Mustang manual to fix this 2025 Ford Mustang, and we working on the air conditioner, how far are we going to get? Huh? So with the awakening, as it goes on, she writes, and with our awakening, we each can carry out our given supportive role in helping our communities and the greater world vibrate higher again and again. See, again and again means higher and higher. over and over. But we're not going to keep coming with the same substance. You see? It's going to be better next time. This is the whole reason why you want your children to do and be greater than you. How many of you people ever heard that or even said it yourself? Huh? You want your child to be better than, live a life better than I did, have it a little bit better than I did. Well, how are you going to do that when you're sending them to the same schools? When you're giving them the same etiquettes? When you're giving them the same ethics? When you're giving them the same foolishness? The same activities that's not empowering? At least if you're going to celebrate a new year, change it from being happy to wanting something different. Prosperous New Year. If you still want to be happy, at least change the time in which the year becomes new. Maybe you may want to get in accordance with the universal flow of the time changing in a new stage. You see? You got to vibe. The only way you're going to vibrate and expand further and higher is, first of all, well, I ain't going to say that. I can't say that on social media. People, I need not for you to walk in my house and see a Bible laid out on my coffee table. Right? That would be too old. Especially if it got the white man on it with his hands like this. What's with your mind, nigga? You already ready right there low how this individual vibrate. And you probably ready to turn around and walk back out for some of you. Because you're looking at a black man with a white and he got it on the wall. Oh, hold up. I think I left my phone in the car. I'll be right back. Yeah, he's going. I don't see him, Ma. What do you mean you don't see him? Is his car out there? No, it's gone. Oh, well. We'll call another contractor. Now, it ain't that. It's the white man on the table that had caused the man to run. It's the idiocy, the stupidity that he noticed is going on. It'd have been fine if it was a white couple in the house. You know, it smelled white. It looked white. Okay, yeah. You can tune into that energy. And it becomes peaceful. They see you, straight nigga, you know, being respected. I respect white. You won't respect me. That's God. But people, we have to vibrate. In order to vibrate, you're going to have to think higher. So moving on, the concept of which Laylola is bringing to us of how we each can carry out our given supporting role. And our greatest progress throughout history has been led by awakening people who take on the roles of helper and responder and become conduits for progress and change. All levels of contribution count and matter. All right? All levels. We can all make a difference in some way. Never underestimate the power of the gift that you carry. Serve with your whole heart as if you are serving the divine. And you are, because you know who the divine is? You know who's going to be the rewarder? Oh, the rewarder. You hear me? The rewarder, the one who gets the reward of what you're doing? You. You won't be able to walk around and say, I'm God. You're going to get the same energy like me and Muhammad Ali. I'm the greatest. A lot of people, I know this. When I was young, Muhammad Ali said I'm the greatest. Stephen Law. Oh no, I don't like Muhammad Ali. I'm gonna rock with George Foreman. Why? Because he Christian now. You wrote the good Mormon book. Ah, no, never mind. I don't want to fuck with him either. Now you want to hold Joe Frazier. Now you want, huh? Until who came out? Mike Tyson. And then when Mike Tyson came out, you knew the energy changed. You say, okay, now that's my type. That's my type. He from the hood. You ain't scared. We ain't boxing. We brawling. I'm knocking you out and I'm getting paid. Which eventually got him in some trouble, but you understand the scenario. You got to be who you are intended here to be. Stop trying to be like somebody else. And I know it's hard when they showing you advertisements of being like Mike. I'm Malcolm X. I'm Malcolm X. I'm Malcolm X. You got niggas running around here want to be Fred Hampton, Huey Newton, E-Man Issa, a.k.a. Malachi Z. York Farrakhan, Big Brother Farrakhan. Yeah. Young Pharaoh. Divine Insight. Brother Polite. Yeah. Listen. If you in America, if you on the plane of Earth, I know who you are. Ain't that a beautiful thing, y'all? Oh. Namaste. Namaste. I love my power. It's nothing like it. I'm not taking anything away from yours. I don't even know yours. You ain't demonstrating it to me. Let's read on. Why the computer acts up. The stronger you vibrate, just like the analog system. Remember back in the day? And only the gods and goddesses going to see this, what I'm going to say. When you stood around the TV, when your mom or whoever raised you up was watching their program, their daily programming, whether it was All My Children, All in the Family, Moving On Up, Oprah Winfrey, you name the programmers. I will come in and stand next to the TV, and you know how I messed the TV up? Well, that's because we was in a state well, not we, but there was these people, they using analog. Let's do some fact checking. What does analog mean? Okay, so we went from analog to digital, right? So, oh, that's what we wanted to hear. From analog to digital. So just like then, still today, with the digital, people, oh, they may get mad at me about this, and they may come take it around. They may come take it down. You want to get them to take that down off your church that's on the corner or over the library or on top of your child's school? Utilize it. become the specimen that the doctor fucked up. Remember Dr. Frankenstein? That's all you do. And you do this with your mind. Stop being scared of what's going on. Instead, be prepared and use it. It's always the flip side to everything. Now I'll tell you, people made ruffle a couple feathers, but it's okay. You keep continuing doing what you're doing. Those who have ears, they hear. Those who don't, they don't worry about it. You know it's a clock set for all these people out here, and y'all gonna algorithm my shit anyway. I don't get much views, and I know I can't, because the minute y'all start blowing me up, talking about this, that, thing, and other, and want to be, they already sending me messages. I'm being recognized. You know we're going to cut it up. You know what's going to happen. So that's why I ask you ever not share this, because you will get me caught up with the algorithm. And if you want to share it, you give it by mouth, because you can keep it that way. And that's this real secret order. That's the way we do it. You don't write it in. You never write nothing down. My father was a bookkeeper. They never wrote nothing down. You don't write down no supreme mathematics and science and put it on a shelf and burn a place called Barnes and Noble. Are you kidding me? People, you gotta understand, once this science hit the shelf like that, it means it's been thoroughly diluted. And you ain't got no chance of ever manifesting anything in these books. Why? Because you follow the pyramid of, look at your pyramid of your eating habits. Your milk, your cheese, your eggs, and your butter, and your cow or your pig. I don't know which one you like. Some of you say, fuck it, give me the turkey. Give me the organic turkey. Now we got organic turkey. What the hell is organic turkey? Somebody get in the comment section. I guess I'm an organic nigga, right? Bred thorough up out of the mud. He's organic. Yeah. That's what y'all want then. I seen something on my Facebook feed. Chicken coming through. They put the needle up in that joint. And it just blow up. I said, damn. That explains why I'm looking at a 13-year-old young girl with fingers fatter than mine. Yeah, I was at the store one time. Little girl came up, threw her money up on the counter, had her hand up there, had the other one on the hip. I'm like, excuse me, miss. And she ain't even no miss. But I didn't want to disrespect. We don't know if her parents around. I don't know if she gonna think I'm like, yo, let me back up this thing. But her finger. And what the point is, people, is we are what we eat. So whoever it is, I don't know who it is. I'm not even gonna say that. Somebody, all they show is a hand. I told you I seen the video, and all they showed was a hand, and the hand had a glove on it. So I don't know if it was black or white for all you people who's prejudiced and racist. You probably like, well, who was it? Was it the white man? Tell me, Nate, who was doing that? I don't know. They had a glove on. But they was put, and the chicken blew up, y'all. I seen this with my own eyes. And y'all know I don't lie. My name is Nathaniel. Let's go. Speaking of that, I brought that up one time, and I got the scriptures with me today. I finally put the scriptures down here, y'all, in the office. Because I'm normally supposed to have them all over the world, but I ain't been in these scriptures in so long. And I'm probably going to spend the remaining rest of the year, y'all, and coinciding with the truth of the reality extracted here in these scriptures. I think we need to do that. It's time for a revisit, a revisement back to these books. Now that we And what I use is an NIV. And when I start that session, I'll explain all that there. I just want to point something out real quick. Let's turn your attention to that of John 1, John. In the Catholic arena, they call it Saint John. Okay, so if you holy and you been in Catholic school, then you might want to open your good book to Saint John. All right, chapter 1. Let's go to verse 44. Say, make it pop when you got it. A brain cell. That's what we're getting into. That's what's popping, our brain cells. I hope you got some coffee too. That's going to hype it up. Or some type of herb. Moringa is good. Dandelion, all those things. But anyway, listen. Philip, like Andrew and Peter, was from the town of Bethsaida. Philip found Nathanael and told him, we have found the one Moses wrote about in the law, and about whom the prophets have also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. Going to the story now, but stay focused. We're talking about me, Nate the Great, because as it was back then, so is it today. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing changed. Only thing changed was how you forgot who you were. And I'm here to help you see. Nazareth, can any good come from there? Nathanael asked. Come and see, said Philip. When Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said of him, here is a true Israelite, in whom there is nothing false. People, what does Nathanael mean? That's it. That's it. We ain't got to keep rapping about that. I don't need nobody on this earth telling me who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm already marked. You've been linked. That's the cloth I am. Knit tight. You ever seen the Rubik's Cube? Huh? So I can't give you nothing of false. I can't lie to you. I can't accept donations from you. That's not what I'm sent. Well, I ain't been sent, but that's not what the agreement that I on my contract for this avatar agreed to do. I don't know how to lie. I tell you a lie, I guarantee you catch me the next day. There's no falseness in me. I only did that shit because I heard my friend do it. You heard somebody else got away with their mom lying. And now you figure you can go and lie to your mom and you ain't even good at it. That ain't even you. See what I mean? Be you. Know thyself. It ain't no we the people. You ain't come here with nobody. You ain't come here with the black people. Now all of a sudden you want to save the black people. I used to be like that. Look at the black people today. They'll kill you if you come try to save them. Verbally or physically, it don't matter. Somebody said, how? These young bucks will kill you out here. You walk up them with a scripture. Talking about Jesus loves you. You put yourself in great danger, people. No, well, that's another part of the story. But my point is, like I said, I'm not going to give you, and it's like knowledge. It's a fountain of wealth, people. It's endless. There is no reason for anyone to ever be poor. And so because of that, I'm overwhelmed with it. And it brings me such great joy and reason for functioning and the ability to share it. You see? And I have to do it in the most rightful manner, not according to that of the ways of the world. How are you going to progress any if you listening to somebody that's regurgitating what the next man talking about? Everybody got on the same thing. A black hoodie with a little man on a horse. Some Nike shoes. I mean, like, so what? It's to the point now, nobody don't even notice nobody no more because everybody got the same thing. The same thing in your house is in my house. So, in closing, the sister Layla, what's her? Delilah. Such a beautiful individual. Okay. I must say. She goes on to say in her book, Vibrate Higher, that after awakening, reconfiguring and living more deeply into vibrational awareness, you will get it. You know firsthand the power and force of vibrations from both ends of life spectrum and what they can do. No doubt about it. You've had to overcome some arduous things to gain this game-changing insight and power you now hold within you. This is powerful and valuable. And it's vital that you recognize you've been initiated into taking your place in the world as a change agent. You now go into the world with the right amount of force and wisdom. And like I was going to say earlier, I don't think I failed to make and mention what you say. If you wish, it will come. Whatever you say at this point in time, right now, after all the moon eclipses and all the gates opening that the Pope did, and all the vortexes that the New Wabians and the new Nibiruians and the Rizerians and all the Greys and all the other creatures you all people talking about opened up, huh? Now is the time for you to manifest all that you want. And if you, people, when you're good at it, and if you're sharp at it, and if you're pure at it, it happens right away. Let me not be in need of, let me not have what I want right now. You know how you used to be back in the day? Lazy, you wishing and hoping for something, and it never came? You could do that today. Real talk. How you know, Nate? I'm going to give you first the micro proof and then the macro. How about that? I'll give you one better. First, the micro is your physical world. You went through that, or what they call a pandemic. A pandemic. It was actually a pandemic. One of the things that they did train you into was staying home and do your work. Are we right? Huh? Check. That was for the setup and the training of you in the macrosphere, right? In the spiritual place, to go home, go within yourself. Never mind everybody else's opinions, views, religious concepts, beliefs. Beliefs are like assholes. Everybody got one. Huh? I don't mean to be so vulgar, but let's be clear. Using that scenario, like some of you would not be, around many people like that. So what are we talking about here? Right? Manifesting all what thy will. The pure, your thoughts, the body, the pure, the faster, the greater the intention and manifestation will be. People, you got to realize you're the MC, the master controller. This is powerful and valuable. And it is vital that you recognize you've been initiated to taking your place in the world. You know what raises and lowers vibrations by now. You know what gives people joy and nourishment, and also what promotes and advances further imbalance and wounds. And as the hero on this path, it's time now for you to become a conduit in the greater world. Look back at what you gave, or what gave you good healing energy. All right? Then give it to others. Look at what nourishes and empowers you. And in some similar way, transfer that into what it is you do out in the world. For me, she writes, the strongest vibrations were healthy foods that made me feel nourished and cared for. And friends who loved me, all of me. Not just a little aspect of me. Not the part when I only got my wig and my makeup and my eyelashes and my fingernails on. If he can't love you without that stuff, I'm not telling you ladies don't wear that stuff. If that's what you like to wear and do, by all means do. What else you going to do out here in the world? Rob banks? You don't feel like playing basketball and football, so you want to do lady things. But the only one thing, use the right material. A lot I hear now, this material is important. It's got substance in it that is not conducive to your physical. So be careful putting them weaves in your hair and putting makeup and things on. Okay? So yeah, she goes on to say that I try, which is a word that I don't like to use. However, if you can, that's the best you can do is try. And I understand what she's doing here. I'm not saying judging her mentality. However, if you in my monastery, you know we don't try anything. We either do it or it don't get done. Amen. 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 So she goes on to say to offer these things to others. I'm going to set the light back up better next time. I got to keep playing with it this time. This is the last time because we almost done. And I want to congratulate you all for your success in expanding your consciousness. All right. Whoever you are out there who views this, I don't need to know. As long as you know and you benefit and you become greater, I've done my job. I could take the rest of the day and go just whatever I want. Eat pork chops, play with Satan. I can go to the devil's den. As long as you don't get totally drawn. See, because you charge up. Now you can go out there in the field, in the war, in the battle. Come back down to earth, as they say. You know what I mean? After I come out my God uniform, my avatar, my suit, my mask. Oh, yeah. I come back to, I got human avatars. I got a lot of them. I'm Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, the Incredible Hulk, one of the distinguished extraordinary men. Huh? Yeah. I'm the one with the sword. I forget his name. All these characters that you watch on TV is you. You didn't know that, did you? You thought that either this was some people that was far off in other distant galaxies, or this just a figment of one's imagination. Didn't you? No. They're talking about you. Thor? What's the black man? Superman? It's the pyramid with the snake on it, upside down. The red and the blue, the yin and the yang, or Democrats and Republicans, or Bloods and Crips, whatever you like. It's still the two color principles of the opposing forces. You see? All these movies is to be decoded. How? In recognition of how they're talking about me. That's all they're doing. Go watch the movie Us. I mean, not Us. Supercell on Netflix. Write that down. Supercell on Netflix. Or anybody means ways you can get it. Supercell. That's a beautiful watch. You're going to get a lot out of it. And they dare not put that out in Hollywood or on TV. It's a series, too. I think it's a 6-part series. Nothing about you becoming supernatural. Right? And in fact, it plays the role of parts of all scenarios in your existence. From the individual being in jail, broke, not having no money, from the individual who's hustling, selling weed. Yeah, all you niggas out there. You're the superheroes. And I love y'all. I can't wait till you manifest, y'all. So, I'll wait that day. If not, I'll meet you at the crossroad. Check? Because I'll be there. I'll be there. So, vibrational awareness will allow you to stay in tune with what serves people and what harms people. Keep working through your current path. Did you hear what she said? Key word. Your current path, not mine. Stay out of my business. My business. Huh? Yeah, you heard him. Shout out to Luda. Right, people, whether it's movies, music, it's a message. Whether it's hair braiding, some of you women know how to script my message inside of one of your little girl's hair and let her walk around. And I can do it, mental telepathy. And you want to know, oh, she's so. But I don't know. I can't identify. And it ain't nothing but the sigils and signal that's illustrated on her head. Y'all don't know nothing about no magic. Y'all, come on, man. Come on. You ain't ready for this. You still want to go to church and bow down. You still want to go to the synagogue. Yeah, you do. You still want to run over there to the mosque. I see you up there at Washington Lane in Lime Pipe. You still think that this force outside of yourself that's helping you out, controlling and dictating all your affairs. And if you're not set up to do it right, that individual will make it fair seeming for you and or easy. That's crazy. You might as well allow me to go ahead back to my childhood, let me believe in my superhero that sleeps in the closet. Remember that? Remember you go tell your mom you got a bear or something sitting up on your dresser, and you say, "Mommy, the bear tells the." Well, you might probably name the bear. So you're gonna call him Teddy. "Mommy, Teddy says good night," and you open the door back up. "Honey, who's Teddy?" "On the dresser, Mommy. You brought Teddy here." "Oh, honey, Teddy don't talk. That's just a doll." And then you turn around and go to church or mosque or what have you and pray to a statue the same thing. And she asks you, "Mommy, who are you praying to?" You like this. "Jesus Christ, honey." "Where's Jesus Christ?" And now you got to go into your little old story. "Well, it's not a... You never went back and sat down and thought about the same thing that you told her. You now experience it. So you see, you never change up out of the monotonous. You just get bigger with more foolish, bigger things. But still a paradigm that keeps you entrapped. Repetitious trauma and symbols. Again, vibrational awareness will allow you to stay in tune with what serves people and what harms people. Keep working through your current path. And in spite of any unharmonious forces that you may that may appear, remain calm. All right? Remain compassionate and decent toward others. Keep a pure heart in the world. People, you ain't got to be good. I ain't with this goody good shit. Don't get that confused. That don't mean every time somebody asks you for some money, every bum you see, you want to help them out. You feeling sympathetic to everybody that gets shot and killed on the news. You know what I mean? That's not what we talking about. They're gonna use you. That's an energy that's Satan looking for, if you will. I'm gonna use the terminology Satan. I'm really ain't. I mean, if you talking about God and Satan, you're looking at him. Okay, two opposite forces. That's it. Unalike and alike. That's it. We just talking about. All right. So keep a pure heart. All right. As it could do it, we almost done. Bear with me. It states, as it could do it, you're able to contribute to and operate from a separate higher place. Where is that? Huh? City Hall? You think they're going to give you an office in City Hall? Huh? Oh, they're going to build you a nice special office. A penthouse higher than up in the sky somewhere. Huh? That's what you thinking down there in Center City? No, people. Where the Father sits. Right in between the thymus gland and pituitary gland. Check. Again, you're able to contribute to and operate from a separate higher place. And that's the essential part. Practice being kind and courteous when you usually wouldn't be. Give a compliment when you would typically hold back. Do a good deed for someone. Hold open a door or an elevator for a stranger. My thing is when you go to work, this is suffice enough for me. See, because it's 24 hours in the day. Out of the 24 hours of the day, 18 of them I need to be doing for me. Unapologetically. That means, yes, even if I'm at work, I'm still doing. I'm at your job, serving you, working for you. I'm still 4 hours out of that 8 doing me. I'm out of body. I'm on my body on autopilot. And you got to learn the techniques. Bring your books with you. If it takes carrying an extra bag, put your computer in the bag. By all means, take you to work. It'll help you. In fact, you'll produce better, and you may even get a better position. So you do these things when you operate in the field of this world. You hold the door open for somebody. Let's say you, hypothetically, you deliver sodas. You work for Pepsi. You work for Coca-Cola. Okay? You bring it in. You got your hand truck, 20 stack, 2-liter sodas. You able to manage to open up the door, and you see somebody coming. You let them go first. That's all. That's a be suffice for the day for me of my good deed that I did. See, what we doing is here, making at least that what we know is not of any good, some partiality of it will be good, right? Delivering Coca-Cola sodas, no, you delivering, that's not good business. That's God don't like that you doing that. Do you know Coca-Cola? I ain't gonna put them Coca-Cola on blast like that, but people, I don't want to be selling crap. I don't want to sell cigarettes. I don't want to sell Coca-Cola. And it's for reasons. I don't want to sell chicken steaks. I don't want to sell pork chops. I'd rather sell vegetables and fruits. It's for different reasons. And so if I got a job where I'm making $30 an hour, you talking about what name? What the fuck you mean? You work for Pepsi. You work for UPS. Yeah, but I'm delivering drugs. I'm delivering guns. The gun that killed the motherfucker that's on the news tonight. You just delivered it. It was on the UPS truck. But because I held the door open when I was bringing the drugs in, that gave me a notch that high of, you see, for the better. Instead of opposed to you at work, you eating foul, you smoking foul, you talking foul on the phone, you driving all foul, you ain't stopping, no adhering to no road etiquettes. You know what I'm talking about? Everything about you is foul. Everything you do, but you making $35 an hour. You living out there in motherfucking Cherry Hill. Okay, I see you. You driving an electric car. So what that mean? You doing good? You living good? Huh? You got the game twisted. She says that we should practice being kind and courteous. Do good deeds for other individuals. It's crazy light. Somehow it got set to a timer. I gotta mess with this later on. I'll sure to have it correct and fixed by the time I stream again. You better put some money on that. You'll come up. So in closing, it says that Walk, talk, and act with deep integrity. Okay? Serve others with your whole heart and mean it. Show up for someone in need. See, when we do these things for others, it takes that people, I'm telling you, it takes that weight of the world off of you. You take the focus off of you and you stop thinking that you need a God other than self to rely and function and survive here on earth. I know a lot of people. I've been a teacher for a long time, y'all. I've been counseling. I've been NAN and all that crazy stuff, y'all. And like sponsoring. One thing I learned is people are afraid to leave their supportive state or this mystery God. And I understand that. I trust me, I was human. I used to be human. I'm no better than you. I'm just aware now. I'm just amending it. I see where I was. I know who I am. I know where I'm going. And it ain't to a better job. It ain't to a bigger house. Or let's just say it ain't to a bigger house or more vacationing. In closing, she writes, many different beautiful paths lead to high vibrations. Look for the path awaiting to take you higher daily. All right? So I think we covered everything that I intended to share with us, and that's a good thing. That's probably the first time in a long time that I put information together and was actually able to complete it. Yeah. I think we pretty much covered everything, y'all. That's a good thing. So with that, we're going to close out. And as always, take care of yourself and do it with and on purpose. Y'all know my motto. Peace and prosperity, people.